All right, so are you ready to dive into some horse racing predictions with me?
Absolutely. Always ready for a good race.
Yeah. So we're looking at the Bayakoa Stakes today.
Okay.
It's a grade third race happening at Oaklawn Park,
Right?
and there's a lot of money on the line,
Oh, yeah.
a $250,000 purse.
Wow.
So pretty high stakes.
Yeah.
Um, we've got two sources that we're looking at today to try to figure this all out.
Okay.
We've got the Brisnet race forms
Mm-hmm.
and the racing form expert predictions.
Sounds good.
So the racing form is super confident and loved
Okay.
as their top pick.
All right.
She's number 6.
Okay.
They're calling her the most talented horse in the entire field,
Wow.
and she's the favorite
Okay.
at 9-5 odds.
9-5. That's
Like a pretty strong bet.
Yeah.
Now, they did mention that she hasn't raced since November, though.
Okay.
So that's got to be a bit of a concern, right?
Yeah, that's a significant layoff.
Wow.
You definitely want to consider that. But looking at Brisnet, her speed ratings are fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Her last race speed was the highest,
Wow.
and her best speed on dirt is right there with the average winning speed for this race.
All right, so she's got the speed then.
Yeah, and also she has a top prime power ranking on Brisnet
Okay.
of 141.8.
So that means she's ready to go,
Looks like it.
even with that long break.
And let's see what else we can find out about that.
Okay.
Brisnet also shows us she had a 5-furlong workout on February 1st. Finished it in 1 minute and 1 second.
Wow, that's
That's pretty fast.
glazing.
Yeah, that tells me she's been keeping in shape,
Okay.
so she could be ready for a big performance.
Okay, so Loved is definitely one to watch.
For sure.
But, horse racing is full of surprises, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So who else are we looking at here?
So the racing form likes Corningstone as a serious contender.
Corningstone.
She's number 1.
Okay.
And she just won the Pippin Stakes at Oaklawn.
So she knows the track.
Yeah, she's got that home track advantage.
Yeah, that's got to count for something.
Absolutely. It does. She's familiar with the surface, the turns, everything.
Yeah.
Plus, she's got a pretty balanced running style.
Okay.
Brisnet shows that she can stay close to the front,
Okay.
but she also has a good kick
Oh, nice.
at the end.
So she can kind of do it all.
Yeah, she can adapt to how the race is unfolding.
All right, so Corningstone number 1.
Yes.
Now the third favorite
Okay.
is Free, Like a Girl.
Okay.
She's number 5.
Right.
And she's got over $2 million in career earnings.
Wow, she's a veteran.
Yeah. So she's definitely seen a few races.
For sure.
So what makes her a real threat?
Well, 2024 was a good year for her 6 wins.
Wow.
But what makes her stand out here is her top speed at the race distance.
Okay.
Brisnet has her listed with a 100 for 8.5 furlongs.
Okay.
So that puts her right up there with the top contenders.
Okay, cool. So Free,
Yeah.
Like a Girl.
Yeah, keep an eye on her.
Now, I did see that the prediction report mentioned a possible speed duel
Oh.
involving Free, Like a Girl,
Yeah, okay.
Wild Bout Hillary
Mm-hmm.
at number 2,
All right.
and Bow Draw at number 4.
Okay.
So what are the chances of that happening?
Well, both Wild Bout Hillary and Bow Draw are known for being front runners.
Okay.
They like to set the pace, right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Brisnet gives Wild Bout Hillary an E8 early pace rating
Okay.
and Bow Draw an E4.
So they're both pretty quick.
Yeah, so a fast pace early on is definitely a possibility.
All right, so how would that affect the race if that happened?
Well, if they go head-to-head right out of the gate,
Yeah.
it could make for a very interesting finish.
Interesting in a good way or a bad way?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right, so we've got a lot to consider
Yeah.
with these top contenders.
Mm.
But horse racing is always full of surprises.
Oh, for sure.
So let's take a look at some of those long shot contenders next.
Sounds good to me.
So could one of these long shots actually win the whole thing?
Well, it's horse racing, so anything's possible.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, let's look at some of those longer odds.
Okay, so Wild Bout Hillary, she's number 2.
Okay.
She's got 10-1 odds right now.
10-1, that's a long shot. But
Yeah.
that potential speed duel we talked about, that could actually make her interesting.
Okay, how so?
Well, Brisnet shows she won her last race,
Okay.
led from start to finish.
Oh, wow.
If she can set a comfortable pace early on,
Yeah.
she might be tough to catch.
Yeah, but the racing form wasn't too high on her.
Right. Well, there are some things to consider.
Okay, like what?
Well, this is a big step up in class for her.
Oh, okay.
The Bayakoa Stakes is a grade 3 race. The competition's a lot tougher than what she's used to.
So it's kind of risky.
It is, yeah. High risk, high reward.
Okay, and what about that speed duel?
Oh, yeah, that's a big factor.
Yeah.
If Free, like a girl or Bow Draw, push her early, she could burn out before the finish line.
So it could go either way.
Yeah, it really depends on how the race unfolds.
Okay, so Wild About Hillary. She's a maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
What about Little Jamie?
Little Jamie number 3.
Yeah, the racing form mentioned her too, as a possible upset.
Yeah, if those front runners tire themselves out,
Right.
she could have a chance.
Okay, but what does Brisnett say?
Well, she's also moving up in class.
Oh, okay, another one?
Yeah, and her speed ratings aren't as impressive.
Oh, so maybe she can't keep up.
Yeah, that's the concern, even if the pace is fast.
So even if that speed duel happens.
Yeah, she might not be able to capitalize on it.
Okay, so Little Jamie, also a maybe.
Yeah, big maybe.
Okay, so we've looked at the favorites. We've looked at the long shots.
Yeah.
We talked about that potential speed duel.
Definitely a possibility.
Is there anything else in these reports that we should be thinking about?
Well, Brisnett has some interesting info about their track records.
Oh, so like how they performed at Oaklawn Park?
Exactly. It's all about that home field advantage.
So some horses like this track more than others.
Yeah, exactly like Corningstone. She loves it here.
Oh, really?
5 starts at Oaklawn, 2 wins.
Wow, over $177,000 in earnings.
She must feel really comfortable on that track.
It seems like it, yeah, so that could give her an edge.
What about Free? Has she raced here before?
She has, but her record isn't as good. Only 2 races, 1 win, 1 out of the money finish.
So Oaklawn, maybe not her favorite.
Maybe not, but remember, she does have that impressive speed at this distance.
Right, that 100 for 8.5 furlongs.
Exactly. So she's still a contender?
Okay, so past performances are important.
They are.
Yeah.
But we got to consider everything else, too.
Right, the competition, the pace of the race, it all comes into play.
Now, what about workouts?
Oh, yeah, workouts are a good indicator.
Yeah, they can tell us how fit the horse is.
Exactly, and both Loved and Corningstone had some sharp workouts recently.
Well, really?
February 1st, both had 4 furlong workouts.
Okay.
Loved finished in 48 seconds flat.
Wow.
Corningstone just behind her at 48.3 seconds.
So both in top form.
Looks like it.
What about Wild About Hillary? Any good workouts from her?
Yeah, she had a good one on January 30th.
Okay.
5 furlongs in 1 minute, 1.2 seconds.
So she's in good shape.
Yeah, but that was a shorter distance.
Right. So who knows if she can keep that up?
Yeah, that's always the question with those shorter workouts.
And free? Like a girl, any recent workouts for her?
You know, Brisnett doesn't list any.
Oh, so we don't know.
Not from Brisnett, at least.
A little bit of a mystery. Okay, so we've got a lot of information here.
They do.
Favorites, long shots, the pace, their track records, workouts.
It's amazing what these racing forms tell us.
It is. It's like a whole story for each horse.
Yeah, and it all leads up to that exciting moment when the gates open.
So much to think about.
That's what makes it fun, though, right?
So much to consider. What are the big takeaways for you? What's going to make the difference in this race?
Well, it really feels like anyone's race. You got those favorites. Loved Corningstone. They're in great shape, got the speed and the experience to win. But that fast pace, it could really change everything.
Oh, yeah. That speed duel could really shake things up.
Exactly. Opens the door for a long shot, you know, Wild About Hillary, Little Jamie, if the leaders tire themselves out.
So it's almost like the pace of the race is the real wild card here.
I think so. Yeah, more than any particular horse. It depends what happens in those first few minutes.
So we got to watch those early moves really closely.
Absolutely. The first quarter mile that's going to tell the story of this race.
Oh, so that's what I should be paying attention to.
Yeah. See who goes for the lead, who holds back. Is that speed duel going to happen?
It's all about strategy.
For sure. You know, those early pace ratings we talked about for Wild About Hillary and Beau Draw?
Right.
Those are just how they usually run. But the jockey, they decide what to do in the moment.
So even if they usually like to be out in front,
doesn't mean they'll do that this time.
they might change it up.
Exactly. Yeah, if their horse is getting tired, maybe they ease up a little bit, or if they see a chance to make a move later on.
It's like a chess match.
Yeah, thinking a few steps ahead.
So I got to think about the jockeys too, not just the horses.
Yeah, you got to look at their experience, how they handle different situations.
Okay, so it's not just about who's the fastest.
Nope, it's about who runs the smartest race.
Makes sense. So what else should we be watching for?
I'd say look at those horses with closing speed.
Oh, so the ones who can really make a move at the end.
Exactly. If the pace is fast early on, that's when they shine.
Okay, so who would that be?
Well, Loved definitely has that strong closing kick.
Mm-hmm.
Corningstone, too. She can come from behind.
All right, anyone else?
Free.
Like a girl, she's shown she can close well.
Even with that question mark about her workouts.
Yeah, we don't know how she's been training, but if she's got the energy, she could be dangerous.
Okay, so lots to think about.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the fun of it, right?
I'm starting to get really excited about this race now.
Me too should be a good one.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground.
We have those favorites, those long shots,
All the different scenarios.
pace track records, workouts.
I feel like I can make some pretty good predictions now. Yeah, me too. Hope our listeners are ready to place their bets.
It's anyone's race, but we've got all the info we need.
Yeah, just got to use it wisely.
All right, well, thanks for breaking it all down with me.
You got it. Always happy to talk horse racing.
That's what we're here for. So for everyone listening out there, good luck with your bets.
May the best horse win.
And thanks for joining us for another deep dive.